Our country is facing a child welfare crisis, and it is completely hidden in plain sight. I remember entering foster care at the age of 6 and being passed around between multiple foster families, judges, and caseworkers. I remember raising red flags along the way to anyone whom I thought might listen, and I remember being completely ignored. I started Foster America so that no other child has to grow up that way. Foster America is a national nonprofit that aims to improve the lives of our country's most vulnerable children, including kids who have been abused, neglected, or orphaned, or who have been placed in foster care. McKinsey got really interested in the work that we're doing when Foster America was just a seed of an idea.
It wasn't just a story of how terrible things were. It was also a story of how there's so much you could do to make it better. And that, I think, was actually the most exciting thing.
Foster America's first initiative is a fellowship program that recruits and develops leaders and innovators from other sectors in which there are skills that are needed to help the child welfare system address its biggest, most complex challenges.
I am trained as a development economist, and my passion for the last 15 years has really been about understanding the causes and solutions for structural inequality and poverty, but historically from an international lens. Foster America found me, and so what they presented to me was an opportunity to take this lens that I had spent over a decade crafting in other places and actually turn it onto my own community. One of the things child welfare suffers from is that most people don't really fully understand what it is, let alone how it ties in to structural poverty and inequality. Once my eyes were opened, it suddenly felt like the most important problem that I could work on. But until Foster America came to me, I didn't know the problem existed.
What comes out of those projects in terms of the impact on kids and families, that is our short-term goal. Our long-term goal is to help our fellows move on to higher levels of leadership after the fellowship, and over time to create enough of a critical mass of these new leaders for the field to help transform the system. McKinsey helped us create our selection criteria for the child welfare agencies and related government agencies we work with, and a business model that includes an earned revenue component, which has helped us be more sustainable and scalable. This was really critical in a field like child welfare where there is very little philanthropic funding.
We should be working on the hardest problems and having impact on them. And I think this kind of work allows us to touch some of the thorniest issues out there.